Hello everyone, hope you're all well. So I'm here to do a drugstore eye makeup tutorial. I had such lovely feedback from my other video that I thought I would film another tutorial, and I'm going out, so it was the perfect, you know, ensemble. Really easy to do because there's a little trick, and I just hope you guys really enjoy it. Again, as always, if you end up using the products or doing a similar look, then Instagram me or tweet me. So if you want to see how I did this look, then keep on watching. I've actually tied my hair up and everything this time, so hopefully there's no wardrobe change in this video. And lots of you guys gave me such good feedback on my other makeup tutorial that I just thought I feel really inspired, and I would love to kind of continue doing them because I never felt kind of confident. Because there's so many makeup gurus that are actually professionals on YouTube, I never thought anyone would want to see my rendition of a smoky eye because you can go and watch a professional do it. But I really appreciate all you guys' feedback, and I thought I would do a drugstore eye makeup tutorial. So I'm not calling it a drugstore tutorial because I did use my normal foundation and my normal bronzer, but my blush, my highlight, and everything on the eyes is going to be drugstore. Except maybe lash glue. My favourite brand of mine from the drugstore is MUA, and I saw this eyeshadow and I thought this is such a perfect one to just use all the time. It's a gorgeous warm skin colour. Not normally these kind of colours are really pinky, but this is a really lovely like bone, yeah, like eyeshadow colour, and this is £1, and the pigmentation on MUA shadows is incredible. I'm just going to take my Sigma fluffy brush. This is the E50. I'm just going to take it all over, and I'm actually for once going to go all the way up, but again I keep this bit, my skin colour. Highlighter colour of mine is a Bourjouis eyeshadow, and this is in Blanc, number 90, and it's filthy. I've had this for years, but it's a shimmery white eyeshadow. I'm going to take that on a Real Techniques Deluxe crease brush because I want this to be quite pigmented, because I'm not using any shimmer on my actual lid and my crease, so I'm allowed to use quite a bit of shimmer on my brow bone, and this is quite highly dense, so it will pack a lot of colour on. So again, I'm just popping that underneath my brow bone and really blending. Hopefully you can see that. And then on the other one. The palette that I'm mainly going to be using for this look, because it's going to be mainly matte, or I think from what I feel like is going on in my head, I'm mainly going to use matte eyeshadows. And I saw this from Beauty UK and completely thought, oh my god, this is my HD brow palette, but for like an 1/8 of the price or whatever. And it's the Beauty UK Highbrow All-in-One Brow Definition. And this is the product. When you get colours like this, they are so perfect for using on your eyes, and that would be an amazing little palette to carry around. So I'm going to take this ashy colour, which I actually have used on my brows. I tap off the excess. The only thing is these are quite powdery, but so is my HD brow kit, so I'm going in with that. Now I'm going to take my secret trick. It's just white tape, and I'm going to take it on the back of my hand and take most of the tackiness off it. And this is what makes your shadow look incredible. I know loads of makeup artists and stuff do this, but I saw it in a tutorial once. I think it was S. Makeup who did it, and I've used it ever since. So I've taken most of the tackiness off, and you want to do that because when you're taking it off your eyelid, you don't want to like tug at it. And I normally, if I'm going to put eyeshadow at the bottom of my eye, I normally leave a little bit of space to where that would join, because otherwise it's going to look a bit odd. But if you're not going to do that and you want to skip out the underneath bit where I'm going to make it smoky, then you can put the tape more towards the top bit of your lashes. You can see where I've positioned it. Excuse my eye bags, I haven't been sleeping very well. And I've just left some space where I can apply more shadow after. So you should look something like this. I did a makeup like this years ago. I'll actually link it down below because I think it's pretty funny. But the lighting in it is horrific, so I get to film it for you guys. But any shadow now that is going to fall here is going to be, like, when you take the tape off, it's not going to be there anymore. So you have scope to ruin this, basically, and it won't look bad. So back in with my Beauty UK palette, I'm going to take the darker colour. So as you can see, we're taking steps to get darker and darker. And I want to point out that as I begin to get darker and darker, my brushes get smaller and smaller, because obviously where I want the darkness to be is going to be a smaller area. So again, I'm going to take that colour. They don't have names, And I'm going to start off with a pencil brush and then I'm going to see if I can use another brush. So I'm going into this shade. And this is a MAC 219 pencil brush. Tap off the excess. And lots of you guys said you wanted me to come closer. So I'm going to just make a little V now. I'm just taking it at the outer corner. I'm not going really in because we're going to put liner on at the end of the video. I also want to point out I'm going for quite a cat shape, so it's not going to be circle, it's going to be quite lifting. Then I'm taking a Sigma E25 blending brush and I'm going to go in and blend. Now I'm going to use a brush which, if you like smoky eyes and you don't have this brush, this is amazing. And it's the Sigma E45 Small Tapered Blending. Again, I'm not sponsored by Sigma, I bought these all on my own and I'm still going into that same shadow and I'm further intensifying. Like I said, I always add shadow, blend and then add more shadow and it will just intensify and make the look so much better. The lovely thing about this brush is, if you can see against my forehead, it's tapered against my forehead, I'm sorry. So it gives just a really good point. You can put the shadow into your crease and it blends for you as you swipe. And then you can further use another blending brush. I'm cheating a little bit and I'm adding some of my bronzer, which is just my Estee Lauder. So this is a slight cheat. And I'm taking it on that fluffy brush. Because it's warmer, it's going to give such a nice break from the starkness of my white shadow and then the brown. Now I'm going to take the darkest brown from the same palette and I'm adding this to the very corner in a V again, but this is much more on the outside of my eye. And again, I'm taking that Sigma brush. I might decide to further intensify that, but for now I'm going to take the same dark shadow. I'm going to line my top lash line, and this is also going to give it smokiness and help me when I want to put my liner on, because there's going to be a guide. For the darkest shadow of all, I'm going to take my favourite black eyeshadow. This is a Bourjouis ombre stretch, and my trusty pencil brush. And I'm going to take this again in the deepest. And then blend. Now I hope you guys will agree that Avon is a drugstore brand because it's cheap. So I'm just going to take Avon Super Shock liner, and I think liner just brings everything together in a smoky eye. And if you think black is too intense for you, by all means use brown. And I'm also going to tight line. Then I'm going to take my number 7 gel liner. This was limited edition, but there's a Maybelline one. I just didn't want to buy one because I have one that's pretty much full. I'm going to take that same liner brush. I'm probably not going to flick this. I'm just going to make a line really close to my lashes. I'm going to take my pencil brush, I'm going to take my black and tap the excess off, and I'm going to make that black line really super smudgy because you don't have to, but I love that look. Okay, now for the pièce de résistance, I'm going to remove the tape. I'm going to take some of my Illuminating Touch Brightening Concealer by Collection, so this is Drugstore. I'm going to take a tissue and just take my pencil brush and just wipe some of that black off, because I'm going to basically do a bit of the same that I did at the top, at the bottom. I'm going to start off with the lightest shade on my pencil brush, tap off the excess, and just go underneath my eye and meet where that tape ended. Then I go in with the second darkest, and then I'm going to go in with the darkest, and I'm going to concentrate that mainly on the outside. I found this from MUA, and it's their new Shimmer Kisses bronzer. I don't know who in their right mind would use this as a bronzer, but it's basically a highlighter. I'm going to now use all of the colours. So I'm going to take my spoolie I'm going to take I'm going to go with this colour, and then I might add some of the one below it to the end of my brows, because it's a night out look, so I can afford to go slightly darker. I'm using a 266 brush by MAC. For blush, I'm going to use one of my favourites, and this is Peach Melba by Natural Collection, which is a peachy pink, and this is a Sigma Tapered Face F25. These blushes are probably my favourite drugstore blushes. Mascara, I'm using Voluminous by L'Oreal, and I've not curled my lashes because I'm going to put falsies on. And I'm going to be using my favourite lashes, so these are the Ardell Demi Wispies. So they are on, and I'm just looking at the makeup, and I would prefer some more smokiness here. That darkest shadow. And I'm actually going to go right into the section of my eye. Whilst the band of my eyelashes dries, I'm going to use I've used this so much, Nude Delight 700 by Rimmel, which is a gorgeous peachy nude. You could go pink with this, but I'm going to make it slightly pinkier with the gloss I'm using. And then I'm taking one of my favourite lip glosses, and this is by Essence, and I don't know what the name of it is. If you live in Italy or Germany, or I think even Ireland, you can find Essence. That's what that looks like. I love that combo. I'm going to go in with my gel liner again, and I'm going to hide the band of my lashes because that is a major pet peeve of mine. So this is the finished look. Really smoky and quite intense, but when I do this sort of makeup, I like to keep my outfits really simple, so like leather trousers and a nice top or something like that, because the eyes are so bold and dramatic. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and I'm just going to close my eyes so you guys can see. It's really, really pretty, and I love the Demi Wispies by Ardell. They just completely change a look. I love them, so definitely check those out. And I will see you guys all very soon, and thank you again for the lovely feedback on the makeup videos, and I hope you all have a lovely, lovely weekend. Bye!